Hello and welcome each and every one of you. With you today is me, Daiga, multilinguistic international coach therapist from DCTcentre, and joining me again is two lovely ladies, Morganne Rayne Adept, visionary spiritual guide, ceremonialist and artist, and Alisha Ann Kingrey, empath on mission to help other empaths to achieve their financial freedom. So, hello lovely ladies.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, exactly.
No, actually, for me, not evening, because it's 5:30, so another half an hour till starts sort of evening.
Yeah, you're late afternoon. I just talked to my grandson who's over there in the UK. So, yeah, he's been out touristing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Great.
So telling me about all the sites he went to see. So,
have he visited Dorset as well by any chance?
He didn't mention that, but he went to Buckingham Palace and he went to the Tower Clock and the Tower Bridge, and he went to the Tank Museum. He was really excited about the Tank Museum. So, yeah.
I know Tank Museum close to me.
Oh, cool.
But maybe there is another one close to London. I don't know.
I don't know. But it was fun.
If it is that one what I think about, then he was very close to me, and maybe he will visit Dorset because Dorset is beautiful.
Yeah, I'll ask his dad. Is that where you are in Dorset?
Yes.
Oh, very cool.
I'm so grateful I am here.
I'm so
extremely
happy
beautiful.
Very cool. Yeah.
Okay,
what a day today. This is, we've had the ramp up starting from last week. We had, the beginning of the Lionsgate. And I know Alisha Ann wants to talk about the Lionsgate portal as well. And, today, this is kind of really the merge of our domains, Alisha Ann. It's like because this is all about the prosperity, about the abundance. It's about the allowing that in. So I just thought, this will be a great day to talk about that and look at what this time means and what we're opening up to. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about today. I got most of my day is around Lionsgate meditations. I finished one early this morning, and I'll be on a global one at right after we're done. So
nice.
I'm really ramping it up.
You are going.
Awesome.
You are going to She bears this activity.
No.
I'm not going either. I have other plans after our show. So
no. It's with a group that I work with. So yeah. So I'm good, and abundance is coming in. It was interesting yesterday as I keep doing this. I had 3 unexpected sources of abundance. So it's like, all right.
Wow, that's very awesome. Mm-hmm. Great.
Yeah.
It's getting dark here for me. It's what time is it now? 7:30 at night here. So I'm trying to. There we go. Trying to brighten it up a little bit in here. It's getting dark in my apartment.
You look okay, at least here where I am. You look very nice. So
okay, good.
I love your living room.
Thanks. Yeah, I just got this grand piano, learning how to play. Yeah. My living room.
In the quantum realm you are.
That's right. Yeah, I could just go without a video again and be like, I am. This is
Did you like that little cartoon I sent you?
Yeah, I actually posted it on my Twitter because I have spiritual stuff on my Twitter. That was adorable.
So Daiga, it was this cartoon of this guy, this guru's meditating, and he's going, and there's a bunch of cows behind him going. He's got it all backwards. Moo.
That was really cute. I sent that to Daniel. He got a kick out of that because he's doing like the carnivore diet thing, Like, well, I just had my ribeye for breakfast. So I sent him that. He really liked it.
Yeah. We got to laugh. Laughter is one of the most powerful expressions and release of emotions that we have. And it actually it releases these endorphins. It works with healing. Laughter is so powerful. Have either of you done laughing yoga?
No,
but that sounds
so
fun.
Oh my goodness, so much fun. Yeah, we do it.
Wow.
I started a little group here where we'll do laughing yoga, and you just start, it's just laughing, And I know one day, Daiga, we started doing that, and I remember it was over an issue you were having, and I started laughing. And you were just like, no, like, I think you said that wasn't kind or whatever. And I just,
hello,
I think it's not about kind. I think probably I said it's not laugh. It's nothing to laugh about or something like that.
Which made me laugh more.
Not the right time, Morganne. Thank you.
Yeah, but I'm working with clients, and you can't really. I couple times get reviews that I'm not empathic because I for some issue was having different understanding than they have in their heads.
Yeah. Hey, Sam, I see you.
You're in the video, hon. Morganne is saying hi.
He's like ghost. You have some.
Yeah, he's in and out.
I see
he's still trading, so yeah, he's next to me on his computer, but yeah.
Very cool. So
guide us, oh dear one. This month is so I know what everybody is saying, but this month looks totally different than what like my cards. Oh, this is going to be such a month of abundance. This is going to be right. But the situations around me that are crumbling, I'm like, okay, I'm going through obviously another training in life. There's either good times or there's school. There's no bad times. It's just school. And so I think I'm doing pretty good this time. I have my head up. We're still, in the morning, we're listening to our country music and dancing around the kitchen, being stupid. I'm not letting it affect me emotionally this time. And I believe that's what it's all about. Is just accepting there's no good and no bad in the universe. And whatever happens is happening. And okay, it's just another step in life that I'm going through.
Yep. And it just is. Life just is. So I'll just throw that out there. Life is what we bring to it. So life can be amazing and beautiful and abundant and all those things, or life can be miserable and poverty stricken. And, it just is. We're the ones who bring the meaning to it. We're the ones that bring the juice to it. So what do we bring to it? What are we bringing to life? So, a long time ago, one of the ways I would start classes would be, I would say, what's alive in you? What is alive in you? And I think it's such a good question to ask because it gets you to stop and think, what is alive in me? And what I mean by that is, where are you putting your attention? What thoughts are you thinking? What's alive in you? Because those thoughts, we bring them to life. So if there's fear or whatever, we're bringing that to life. And so it's so important to think about, well, what's alive in me? What's living inside of me? And make a decision about what you want to live inside of you. What images are you entertaining? What thoughts are you aligning with? So important, especially right now, because we're in this power time.
Yeah, so let's talk about now. I have tried to find the significance behind the 8-8 portal, and I've seen several different videos, and they're going about the same way. I'm just pretty much hearing financial abundance. It just seems like such a huge transitional time because, again, you know what's going on with my business, you know what's going on in my situation.
Yeah.
I've lost a lot. And then, okay, so coming up here on August 22nd, it's predicted that the dollar is going to tank. That's when the BRICS nations are going full gold backed currency. So the US dollar is supposed to tank. So that's what I'm saying. See, there's a lot of like negative looking things.
Yeah, but if you think about it, that US dollar, that fiat piece of shit paper, that's
money,
all slave consciousness. So Lionsgate is way more than just abundance. It is the end of slave consciousness. And we've all been hooked into that slave matrix. And you know it, you what do you have to do? You have to get up and go to work so you can live in a house, so you can eat some food. Just like there's no other species on the planet that's got to get up and go to work and, for their food and their shelter. We're it.
Right.
But we have been suckered into this slave mentality. And that dollar collapsing is our hallelujah moment, because what it signifies is the end. It's the end of the slave consciousness. And we want that dollar to collapse. We want that dollar to go away. This alignment with the BRICS nations, what is that all about? They're aligning with precious metals and commodities, gold. They're aligning with value.
Natural money that has value. Exactly. It was put here on the earth for us.
For us. Yes. Yes. And that was deceptively removed from us. And so I think probably most everybody, you ladies and everybody that listens to us, probably knows the history of our money system or the monetary system. And it isn't just in the US, it's all over the world. They captured that we were captured by a banking system, by banksters, and by their it was a clever plan, actually. If you think about it, it was a very clever plan. But this is the deal. The truth always wins. God always wins, and it's for us to wake up. And so a time like this, where we got the potent, powerful energies behind us, now moving us into that consciousness, it's like, and here I go. What's alive in you, right? If you're afraid about this dollar collapse, then that's what's living inside of you, afraid of the dollar collapse. For me, I'm waiting. It's like celebration time when that puppy goes.
Well, sure. I'm in the Middle East. Hey, as soon as that dollar collapses, you know what that means for my money? My money goes through the roof. I'm ready. We've all been waiting for this dollar collapse for the better part of 20 years.
I look at what the country I live in, the U.S., the governing agents, what they did to Iraq, and to the Iraqi people, and it's not anything unusual. We've done it to many nations, right? We've gone in, taken over, collapsed their systems, taken their precious things, and after a while, that just needs to end, and this is the time for that to end. And so we're now moving into this time of the power to speak your word, to really be focused and have your attention on your God self, and speak from that God self, love from that God self, think from that God self. We used to, I grew up in the South here, it's like one of the, and too, Alisha Ann, you grew up in the South too, here in the US. It's like one of the common things we would say, well, what would Jesus do?
Yeah.
Right? We'd say, what would Jesus do? I said, what would God do? What would God do here? How would God think about this? How would God be in this situation? And that kind of elevates it up a little bit, right? So then you're aligning with God thought, with quantum thought, with higher energy thought, you're aligning with unconditional love thought. So what's living inside of you is really a good question to ask, especially at this time. So we look at all of our bodies, our physical body, our emotional body, our mental body, and our spiritual body, and getting all of those aspects of who we are in alignment with this time. And if you think about the Lion's Gate, it's an 8, right? It's also an infinity.
Infinity. Mm-hmm.
Infinity, right? And then there's that cross. It's the place where it crosses. I call that the heart, where it crosses. The 8 crosses is the heart energy. So we do everything from the heart. We do everything from the heart.
And if you think about it too, let's go back to the gold thing for a minute. Now, for us, we're just thinking about monetary stuff. But in reading way back when, why did the ancient Egyptians, which is more than likely where we started, why did the ancient Egyptians wear metal in the first place? Because they were taught by Thoth, by these gods with a little g, how to be spiritual, and look into just metals themselves. Gold is spiritual, and it clears away radiation. It keeps your negative energy away from your body. It's healing. There's so many healing and spiritual properties that metal has that we've forgotten through the generations. We've turned everything into the slave mentality again, right? Monetary. What can I buy with this? What can I have with this? What can I do with this? The ego just went wild with gold. But why did God, source, creator, put it in the earth? For its positive currency, for its positive. Think about that. Yeah.
Currency. Look at that. Currency.
Right.
It's the flow of the energy.
Exactly.
Exactly. So when we're wearing precious metals, myself, I like silver.
Me too. I have silver. I don't have
goes
gold.
good on my skin type. So that currency, and we need that currency because if the current's broken, there's no flow in our life. So if we are in cahoots with the slave system, we're broken. We're just broken, right? And we're scared. So there's that whole slave consciousness took away our currency, our flow, our access. Yeah. So we're claiming it back. I think on this planet, so many people are waking up, and I see it kind of exponential now, right? It was like, I remember in the old days when I was, doing, portal open meditations. That was like 30 years ago. So I'm like, way back in the beginning with this work, right? So I go way back years ago to think about all the work we did back then, where we were working on the grids and healing the grids, because all of that infrastructure needed to be put in place. So we who were people call us the blue rays, the indigos, whatever, we came in to get that infrastructure in place. And I've worked with so many groups on healing the grid and cleaning the grid and disabling grids that don't belong here. So, you know, I've caused a stir in the ethers with entities that didn't want that to happen. But I'm bigger than that because I got source behind me and source within me, always going before me and watching my back. When
did you say you were doing that portal work?
Oh, heck, I was doing that back in 1980s, back in the 80s.
Yeah, so see, I was thinking, which I was born a little bit before that, but I was thinking you guys ushered us in.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who was doing the work before you were doing the work ushered me in. I don't know how old Daiga is, but probably, you know, around the same as me, maybe born
57.
in the...
You're 57. I'm 70. I'll be 72.
Did you say you're 57, Daiga? I would have thought, see, I said she's the same age as me. I was born in 75. I thought she was quite a bit younger than that. 65. Okay. So,
Yep.
yeah, there's been people ushering us indigo kids in for
but
a long time.
We agreed to this. This is how we agreed to do this because we each come in with our own specific skills and talents. And if we're awake to that, which is great, I was awake. I was able to use my gifts and my talents and my ability to tap into those portals and bring that frequency here to help usher you people back. Come on in now. You know, like roll up your sleeves.
Your way. We clear your way. Come in.
Yeah,
It's safe now.
Come on in now, because we need all of us at this time to help push us through this. Just, you know, and you look at this on the world stage, you can kind of see it happening.
Yeah.
I watching sometimes Elizabeth April. She is American, Elizabeth April, and she is dealing with opening portals or closing portals and fighting for portals and so on. And she said that she was taken out on a spaceship, and she saw, especially was taking up there to show her how look like Earth, with all of us in right places. It's like spider web of light all around.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like a circuitry. We're all connected, but we're all in different places of the world. I'm not in the Middle East by accident.
Right. I came from Latvia to England.
Right, that's not an accident. You're where your mission is.
Yeah.
Yep.
There needs to be X amount of us in the Middle East to help over here, right? There needs to be X amount of us in the UK to help over there.
Yep.
There needs to be X amount in Washington to help over there.
Right.
Yeah, there's power in numbers. So
there
has to be a lot, but we have to be spread out.
Yeah. So, you know, you look at, I'll go back to scripture. I love scripture because it gives us some beautiful clues. It says in there, where two or more are gathered, there am I. Well, it's God's always, even if you're one, you know, right? But look at the energy and the power when we gather together in consciousness to make changes, to awaken, to remember. When we have our momentum, and that's where we are right now. We've had this great momentum. And despite everything that's been going on, we've maintained our energy and our strength to push through the ascension symptoms. And I think those ascension symptoms were just governors put in place to try not to let us ascend, but we're doing it anyway. We're going beyond them. We're bearing the pain of birthing into the new timeline, right? So, okay, so what? It hurts, it's like breathe, right? Just keep going. And so that's what I kind of equate that to this time. It's like, this is our birthday. This is our who are we? We awaken to who we are. So,
but then now actually this golden age starting, we can count as now with Lionsgate golden age starting.
Yeah. Yep. It already started. It's already happened.
Is that what it's called, the golden age?
Yeah, that's what
Yes.
that's what the ancients call this time.
Huh, go figure. Go figure.
Go figure.
So wow, yeah, all the gold, the slave money dying, the gold, the energy, the currency of the creator coming back to life. Wow.
Yep.
There's a lot you can see in that. A lot.
Yep. And in the work that we've been doing, we've been like, working with the ego, we're doing all that powerful work to assist ourselves in something. In order for us to expand and experience, something within us needs to die away. And this beautiful work we've been doing with recognizing the ego and how it's been personally been limiting us and limiting our expression. And it's almost as though like that ego's tapped into that matrix of that governor, to slow us down. And when we are aware of that and we say no to the ego aspect, which in that ego aspect are those things called like greed and and you can see that, and those are the
Greed,
things.
selfishness,
Yep.
hate, anger,
Shame, blame. Yep.
Insecurity.
Yep.
It's just not knowing who you really are. That's what it boils down to. You forgot who you are when you came to this planet. You forgot too much. I mean, all of us forgot, right? Not all of us remembered how we died our last life or how we all forgot. But we forgot. When you're that entrenched in ego, you have forgotten your essence.
Yep.
The very thing that connects you to God, creator, source.
Yep. So this has been the time of remembering. And I love that word, to member back with, to go back, to join again with. So not only are we remembering waking up and, I remember that. We are remembering.
Rejoining.
Yeah, we're rejoining source frequency now.
So every single year there's an 8-8. What is so significant about this one? Or is it any more significant than any other year?
Well, they're all significant, but you look at the dynamics of this year, of what's going on this year.
One more. I can tell you something what I thinking about. I think because this year from solar system planet is aligned, something like which is actually possible only 3,000 something years ago was planets aligned exactly how now they are aligned.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's a very fact, I think, what we can say is different for this year.
We're in a power alignment this year. But we've been in a power alignment all year. So if you think back on other things we've been doing, the universe is really setting us up for success here. It really is. And it's for us to get on the energy of that. And for me, it's, I don't go try to talk people into doing this. I do this because I know that my energy will entrain and will resonate with them, and they'll catch it, right? That's what we do, is like, that's at 2 or more are gathered, because we create this energy field, and then people start to resonate into that energy field. So we don't need to go out and proselytize. I don't need a street corner with the Bible thumping in my hand.
Right.
I don't need that. That's not what we need. We don't need to convince anybody, cajole anybody. We don't need to take them down to the river and baptize them. No.
All a waste of time.
It really is, right? And so it's about being. And again, I'll go back to that statement I said earlier. What's living inside of you? What's alive in you, right? So wake up, that those aspects of you that are in alignment with flow and currency and love, and lift up your frequency, and move into that energy, into that portal energy that takes us to the quantum field. And taking us to the quantum field is where we can now exercise our power and our ability to create way easier. And it'll be by just like instantaneous creation. That's what living in the flow is. That's what living in the currency, being in the current moment, which is being in the present moment. We've talked about being present, right? Not living from the past, not living from the future, but living in the present moment. And that's where the currency happens. That's where the flow happens.
Well, and that's why the Native Americans teach so much about the river.
Yep.
Flowing. They tell you, look at the river. You can never see the same spot of the river twice.
Exactly.
It's an energy that's constantly moving. So if you try to catch up with the past, you can't. It's non-existent. If you try to catch up with the future, you can't. It's non-existent.
Yep.
The only part of this river that exists is the part that you can see in a second. If you see the river 2 seconds, it's already in the future. It doesn't exist. 2 seconds, it's gone. It's done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
another
it.
amazing thing.
We want to cling to it, right? We want to cling to the
right. We want to hold the river in. Try to, yeah. So Gracie is coming. Her and the baby are flying here on the 26th.
Wonderful.
She has done such a huge turnaround. She has remembered who she was like this. I've always meditated with her. I've always taught her about, the stuff that we talk about. I've always talked with her about that stuff. But, life happens. You get married, you have kids, you go to college, you whatever. You get busy in the 3D realm and you forget. Well, now she's hasn't been working as much. She's getting all of her ducks in a row to jump on that plane on the 26th. And by the way, she's bringing moldavite crystals with her. She's bringing fluorite crystals, some really, really powerful stuff. Tiger's eye. I've got some really powerful stuff coming my way in that. But, I can tell the difference also between this grandchild and the other ones. This baby was born ready to go. That kid at 3 years old, the way she talks, how smart she is, that kid has starseed written all over her, up and down. She is just, oh my gosh. So I can imagine when Grace gets here, when the baby gets here, we get into meditation together. It goes, back to that thing where 2 or more are gathered. Man, this August is just powerful, really, really powerful. Sam's birthday is on the 25th.
Oh.
Grace is coming on the 26th. The dollar is crashing on tentatively on the 22nd. Yeah, it's lots of huge. We're waiting for his new passport. Yeah, lots of huge stuff coming. So it's a really exciting time. Go ahead.
Go on, don't worry. Go on.
There's so much exciting stuff going on. I don't even have time to sit and think about all the negative stuff that's going on in my realm right now. Thank God.
That's a
Because
good
there's
thing.
a lot of negative, but again, what am I focusing on?
You don't want that living inside of you.
Right. Exactly.
I most definitely don't focus on negative, but especially now when you talk about this dollar crash on 20 something, yeah. What will happen with all salaries, people's salaries
With
in
people's,
America?
with
The
their
money
salaries?
payments,
Ah,
people's payments in
That's-
America.
That's a good question. I mean, Cash App is going out of business. I heard today, now I can't confirm this. Cash App is confirmed. I talked to my banker yesterday and she confirmed get all of your money out of Cash App if you have anything there. The owner of Cash App was murdered, and now the whoever is controlling it is just closing it. So that is confirmed. I just heard today on Twitter, I don't know how true this is, if it was a joke or if it was real, but PayPal is bankrupt. We already know there's several banks going down every single day, I think, in America. There's a lot of banks going out of business. But again, all of these bankers, these are like our masters. These are all of the people who have held the keys to our freedom in their hands. They've been stealing money from us.
Yep.
They've been stealing our essence, literally.
Yep.
I mean, when you're broke, you can never remember who you are when you're broke. You are so wrapped up in fear and fear. You can't enjoy life. You can't, you don't have money, and that's where all of your positive energy is attached to your money. So yeah, there's probably going to be a pretty huge bump in the road. It's probably going to hurt for a minute. However, on the other side of pain is always a huge breakthrough.
Yep. Just keep
always.
breathing. Just keep breathing. It's a birth. It's
right.
a birth, right? Just keep breathing.
What is happening with funds, Alisha?
We'll talk about that privately, just because of, we're a private member association. We're really not supposed to talk about that stuff publicly, but yeah, reach out to me.
You can advertise funds anyway.
Huh?
So you can advertise funds. So
no, we can't advertise anymore. Yeah. And that's another thing. Yep, that's another thing. We'll talk about it privately.
Okay, but I didn't know that you can't advertise, because I know you've been on my show advertising it. So
right, yeah, exactly. And so now, because of the government, we have to be really, really hush hush about that too. So again, we'll get into that privately, and that's one of the things. The government is rearing its head a lot right now. Like, the government has this big, huge mouth and this big, huge.
Tell this name many times, because I haven't told you yet. My channel had a naughty point. I had naughty point. I didn't have suspension. I wasn't suspended. But I had naughty point for one video, which one was quite open and with lots of really true information.
See,
and it
that's
was
what
taken
I'm telling
off,
you.
And it was taken off, so and I get like slap on the wrist. And for 1 or 2 days, I actually haven't seen my channel on YouTube. I couldn't access my channel.
See, that's what I'm telling you. There's a lot of hush orders going on right now. And
yeah, so let's be keeping with Lionsgate. Let's keep positive.
but again, before we transition, the negative forces, whatever they be, the negative forces are not going to go down without a fight. So I think this is the last ditch effort to keep the negative entities on this planet going. But in the end, we know they all lose. Love always wins.
Yep. Speaking of gold, see my cup?
Oh,
Wow.
beautiful. Oh, I love those. They look very Egyptian.
Don't they?
Beautiful.
It's English, but it's, isn't it just beautiful? So it's
Mhm.
gold.
Beautiful.
And, I have all kinds of cups, right? You can choose to drink out of anything. Again, that's currency, right? So the energy of the gold going inside of me.
There you go.
The gold. Back in the old days, that's what they drank from: metal, copper,
yeah,
silver, yeah,
Copper, gold,
yep,
gold, silver.
yep. So it's important to break out the good china, right? And
yeah. Grace
I
is
don't
bringing me a
have
copper
gold or-
bracelet.
I don't have gold cups or this glasses or something, but I do have spoons. I have spoons.
Yeah. If you have silver spoons, then you could, if you just took your silver spoon and just put it in your mouth, just hold it in your mouth, you'll get the benefit of the silver. And silver, especially if you're sick, if you get a cold or anything like that, if you do that, silver acts like an antibiotic. Everything is given to us. Everything is given.
Do you have a penny? If you have a penny,
yep.
I have this, we buy water in the 5 gallons at a time. And there's nothing else copper here, but I do have American money. I do have some change that was, in the bottom of my purse. I pulled out my pennies and I threw them in the bottom of my drinking water, because you need to keep the copper in your water for about 24 hours.
Yep.
So it gets into the water. And then when you drink it, you have more copper in your body. And we all need copper. Taste your blood. When you bleed, it tastes yucky. It tastes coppery. We need a lot of metals in our system to keep. We're from the ground. We need the silver and the coppers and the salt and all the stuff that comes from the earth. We need it.
Yeah.
Magnets are super good. Magnets. I have 2 magnet bracelets I wear all the time. These are super good for you, magnets.
Okay, ladies, are we ready for meditation?
Sure.
Great. So maybe we have some Lionsgate meditation today.
We'll see. Yeah, I think we can. We got 15 minutes. I think we can. And I know on Thursday I'll want to do some more of that. So, because we'll still be in that Lionsgate energy.
Okay. How long will last Lionsgate energy?
I think it goes till the 12th.
I was going to say the 12th. I believe it's the 12th.
Yeah. So we're gonna ride this puppy all the way.
Yeah. Sorry, girls, I missed last week, but
it's okay. It's all perfect. It's all perfect. Okay. All right. Let's see where we want to go. Where does Source want to take us this day? Beautiful. Here we go. We're downloaded. Oh, everybody take a beautiful breath in. And just let that breath out. And we're going to take another breath in. And this time, as you take that breath in, Breathe it in very slowly and notice where that breath goes into your body. Where does it stop? How big is your breath? And this is to bring you to this present moment now. So take a breath in, slowly breathe it in. And wherever your breath lands, just hold it there for a moment. Feel into that breath. And now slowly, so slowly, let that breath out. Emptying your lungs fully and completely, letting that breath go. And another breath in, slowly watching where that breath travels, feeling it coming through your nostrils and down through your windpipes. Take that breath in. Feeling into where that breath is landing in your body temple. Holding that breath there, being present to it. And slowly, beautifully releasing that breath. Emptying, fully emptying your body of the breath. And in that place, before you take another breath, sit in the pause of no breath. Noticing what thoughts come up when you're sitting in no breath. And then just bring your breath back to your normal breathing pattern, but conscious of your breath, awake to your breath. And the breath is like that currency. If you stop breathing, you will expire. If you breathe shallow, you don't have everything you need to be fully awake and aware. But if you breathe deeply and purposefully, allowing that breath to come in and bathe every cell of your body, you're giving to yourself life. So with this physical body, we're going to work on the physical, on the mental, on the emotional, and on the spiritual today as we clean and clear our energy so that as we are in this portal, we're already in the portal energy. It's how are you going to be in the portal energy? You're going to be in it kicking and screaming and talking about your lack and limitation? Or are you seeding that portal with thoughts of abundance and goodness and joy and connection? So we'll begin with the body temple first. And we've already begun by coming present to the moment, right? So into your body temple, just be with that breath. And notice within your body temple any stuck energy. Notice if you have any pain energy. Notice if you can feel your body. Can you be present fully to this body temple? And if you have stuckness or there's an energetic crimp in your body, just take some beautiful breaths into it, acknowledging the stuckness or acknowledging the pain, and offer it the energy of your breath. And truly, our body temples are the elements of this earth, but it's also the elements of the stars. Just take that thought in for a moment. That in us are all these beautiful elements. There's gold and silver and copper, platinum, all those noble metals. They are alive in you. Acknowledge them. Take a breath in. And that beautiful iron that is in your blood, magnetizing you. Take a breath in. So that your body temple becomes an attractor of beautiful experiences in the physical realm. Acknowledging, being present to your physical body. It's a gift and it's a miracle, this body. So take some time to honor your body temple, not only with beautiful self-care, but with self-love. Choose to find and discover ways to love your body temple. Take a breath in. Now we're going to work on the mental body, that thinking aspect of self, the aspect of the mental mind. And a beautiful question to ask whenever you have thoughts that are coming into the mind, because you will have thoughts. I believe that there are over 1 million things happening in a moment, in a second, that come through our mental field. So in this mental field, are these your thoughts? So it's a good question when thoughts come around and you begin to think about those thoughts and invite those thoughts in. Are you sure you want to invite those thoughts in? Are you inviting in something that is going to slow you down? Are you inviting thoughts in that are aligning with suffering and poverty and slave mentality? Let's have some new thoughts. And the new thoughts are that we are in alignment with the divine. And the source of all that is our source. So these thoughts can become alive in you when we begin to align our thoughts with the truth of who we are. And the truth of who we are is that we are sacred divine beings of light and love. Take a breath in. And in that mental field, begin to allow the thoughts of abundance and prosperity and love and connection and bliss to just light up that mental field, to let those thoughts just come percolating in, invite them in. And just notice in your mental field, because we're not a victim of our thoughts. Maybe sometimes you've thought that, but the truth is we have control of those thoughts. We can decide what thoughts we think. And this is our divine time right now to shift the energy of those thoughts. So whenever a thought comes to you and it's less than a desirable thought, ask yourself, is that my thought? Or is this someone else's thought? And then just let it go. Take a breath in. And now within the thoughts, there's a scripture that says, as we think in our hearts, so are we. So move your attention to your heart. Take a breath in. Expand that energy field of your heart and begin to think with your heart. And when you begin to think with your heart, you move into knowing rather than just thinking or believing. We move into knowing. And so we elevate the thinking, the mental, to knowing. Knowing that you know. It is more than believing. It is more than just a thought. It is the alignment of your thought and your gift of the ability to think with the divine mind. Take a breath in. Move that breath into your heart, and that's that intersection of that portal right there within your heart. And begin to contemplate what it is like to think from your heart. To think from that intersection. So as we are in that intersection of our hearts, now let's move into the emotional body, because within the heart, we can feel so much in the heart. And we talk sometimes about heartbreak and heartache. How about heart alive, heart alignment, heart love? Begin to bring in that divine mind into your emotions, into your feeling nature, because feelings and emotions are like the juice of it all. And bring in the emotions that are elevating at this time. Bring in the emotion of joy. Bring in that emotion of bliss. Choosing to think from the heart allows you to be now in control of your emotions, so that you begin to feel into your world love and prosperity and beauty and connection. Feel into our world with these elevated thoughts of who we truly are. Take a breath in, into that heart space, into that emotional body, cleaning, clearing, and purging out emotions that no longer belong, releasing and letting go all fear of being controlled or enslaved, because we're letting all that go now. We are now moving into our sovereignty. We are sovereign divine beings. Take a breath into that, which leads us now into our spiritual body, our sacred self. And if you don't feel connected to your spirit, call your spirit back in. Come on home, come back here, because we're meant to be connected here right now. And we need our spiritual selves here, present in this moment. So If you have fragments of yourself out there wandering that you've split off, or if your whole spiritual self is fragmented off, ask for it to come back right now. Take a breath in. Spirit, come home now. Bring it to the heart. Come into alignment with your true sacred spiritual self. And let that breath go, relaxing into your body, bringing your spirit home, bringing that sacred self of you back, bringing your sovereign, mystical, magical God self right back into this body temple. Take a beautiful breath in. Lock that into every cell of your being, informing every cell. I am sacred. I am sovereign. I am the life of the divine here, present, right now. And as you move into this, allowing your sacred spiritual self to come back, we come into now alignment physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And I'd invite you to see yourself as part of that river of life, that currency of the spiritual river. See yourself as that flow of energy with the divine. Imagine yourself standing in the flow of divine frequency, divine currency. Imagine that now. Take a breath in. And that in this flow of this currency, of this river of life, all good is brought to you. All good is available for you. You don't have to grab it up and seize it and hoard it. You just touch it and you be with it and you give thanks for it. Take a breath in. And as we are moving more into this portal, as we're moving into the quantum field through this portal now, because we are in the portal, being birthed into the quantum field. Take a breath in. This is your birthday. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to you. We are being born into the quantum field where we are now in alignment with our bodies, our minds, our emotions, and our spirits. And into this quantum field we go to play, to create, to be and remember who we are, to strengthen us, because many of us that are here now are getting strengthened so that we can support those who have forgotten on the physical earthly realm. Take a breath in. And so we allow this energy just to infuse us from the quantum realm, getting programmed from the quantum realm, knowing that we are linked to the quantum realm and that our power lies here in the quantum realm, where your word is spoken in the quantum realm. So it is now. Take a breath in. And from this quantum realm, speak into this quantum realm your own heart's desire at this moment. Tap into your heart's desire. What do you wish for right now more than anything in the world? Think it and feel it into the quantum realm. Take a breath in. Accept it as done. Breath out. And just be in gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. And now we're going to journey back with the quantum realm intact through this river of life that we have stepped into in this portal. And we're going to have a free flow between Earth and the quantum realm now. We've opened the passageway. We can move in and out now easily and freely. And now we're going to bring the quantum realm back into your physical body. So imagine the quantum realm coming down through your crown chakra, connected to quantum realm all the time, connected to source, opening up that third eye. Ooh, your ability to vision and bring in new thoughts, new vision. Thank you, source. And bring that flowing river of the quantum realm into your throat so that you can speak from that flow, from that connection. Bring that into your heart where we're already connected. And we're going to bring that now into the solar plexus in the seat of the human will. We now ignite the divine will within our solar plexus. And moving now into our second chakra, our point of creativity, that sacral chakra, powerful, and into our root chakra. And into the root chakra, this quantum flow of energy flows through us, down through our root chakra, connects with this planet, this divine Gaia. She's already connected. We just join with her. And we have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of lights that are doing the same thing. And we're connected and we're shining bright. And we're bringing back the remembering of who we are. Take a breath in. Anchor this meditation into every cell of your being. Stay connected. You're connected to the quantum realm. You're connected to this realm, and it's perfect. You're in the flow. And just allow yourself to accept this, to remember this, to allow this, as we now bring heaven to earth. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Floating there for a while.
We got to stay floating there.
Really good.
Beautiful.
I think I still there.
Good. Stay there.
I'm not out yet. That was so nice. Alisha, is there something you want to say on end?
Nothing is what it appears. Nothing is what it appears. In the 3D realm, whatever you see, just know that the opposite is the reality.
Or read between lines. I today find need read between lines on Disney films and songs and everything. So yeah, read between the lines. Okay, on this note, from our hearts to yours, thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and see you next time. God bless.